Welcome back to the wasteland, my friends. In today's video, we're going to be hunting radscorpions. I recommend getting a shotgun as it's going to be easy to hit them when they're running at you, or shit happens and it's coming close and you have to hit it. Shotgun, perfect choice. Second, I recommend that you are ready to kill. If you're not ready to kill it and it's running at you and you freeze up, you're a goner. Make sure that doesn't happen to you. You don't want to end up like No Bark Noonan. So be ready. But I'm going to show you some tips that I have. When you see like mounds of dirt, they look oddly suspicious, chances are that it could be a radscorpion lurking just beneath, and you want to be ready. They'll bust out of the ground at you. They can detect, they can detect your footsteps. I don't know how it works. I'm not a wastelandologist, really. But I do know that I shoot them and they die, cook them, they taste good. As you can see, there's that tree right there, that dead tree. I'm going to shoot that because what you want to do is you want to get some tests in first to make sure you'll be able to actually hit its tail if that goes to swing at you. Bats might not always work and you might need to be ready on the fly. So we'll load a shotgun up for it and we'll get ready for that. Okay, we are all completely ready to shoot that stick. So you can hip fire it, whatever you want to do, but you just want to make sure you hit it. Okay, as you can see, it was pretty decimated. I may have missed once or twice, but that's not the big of the deal. The big deal is that you hit it, and as you can see, it's gone. So that's really all that matters. Now let's get into eating a radscorpion. All right, before we get into getting to the other ingredients, first thing first, when you're collecting the radscorpion's meat, the pinchers are honestly the most tasty parts. The big claws. So if you know how to handle mirelurks, you'll be fine with them. If you don't, you just want to cut it along the edge of the, let's say this is it, right? The pinchers. Cut it along the side, and then you just want to harvest the meat out that way. Chainsaws work, plasma cutters, really anything sharp will cut through it. Anything like a knife, it's going to be really hard. So make sure you use something really sharp.
Before we get cooking, start preheating your oven to 375 degrees, and I want you to set a timer for about 5 minutes. If you don't have a Pip-Boy, I definitely recommend using one of these bad boys because these are perfect for timers. If not, use your timer. Next, take 1 tablespoon of butter and heat it up in a large saute pan. Take 2 medium shallots and 2 medium scallions, and then we're going to dice them up and throw them in the butter. Now you can set your 5-minute timer and let these bad boys cook. In a small bowl, add 1 teaspoon of ground fennel, as well as half a tablespoon of oregano. 1 can of artichoke hearts. Now that the timer went off, go ahead and add your artichoke hearts to the onions. Set your handy dandy clock to another 5 minutes and we're going to let those cook together. If there was any juice, make sure you remove all that liquid, and then we're going to add it to a large bowl and then top that off with some Parmesan cheese, or you can just scrape the underbelly of a mole rat. That's going to be 1/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese, and then you're going to add some cream cheese. Make sure this is going to be 8 ounces. You don't want no more, no less. Dice up your radscorpion. If you use the shotgun like me, you might not have to, as I didn't. Just pick out your pellets, and then you're going to take your seasoning, which was the ground fennel and the oregano, and just season this meat up. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Using 2 sheets of frozen puff pastries, make sure they're thawed out, of course, numbnuts. We're going to take that mixture with the artichoke and all that, and we're going to put it inside these little puff pastries like so. Grabbing the ends of them, we're going to roll them up like a cinnamon roll. If you did it all right, it should look like a mole rat's anus. Pretty horrific, I'm not going to lie, that looks disgusting and not appetizing at all. And then we're going to put it in a little muffin sheet like so. Now we're going to put these into the oven and we're going to bake them for 50 minutes until they are golden brown on the edges and they look cooked. This little appetizer was super delicious, really flaky. The meat was perfectly cooked. The seasoning was there. Everything great, really rich and creamy. I'd honestly recommend this as an appetizer because you might get sick because it's so rich eating it a lot. But honestly, this is an 8 out of 10. A wonderful, delicious meal. That's going to be it for today, folks. If you think this looks appetizing, you're wrong, but it's actually really tasty. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this type of content, I got tons of it. If you like just regular Fallout stuff in general, that's what this channel is all about. So I really appreciate you stopping by and watching this video. With all that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, and may the wasteland treat you with peace and prosperity.